How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the warm-up. International break is over and a big game on the horizon. Liverpool at Anfield, 5:30 kickoff this Saturday. How are we feeling, boys?
No, I'm feeling a bit more optimistic this time, Turkish.
That's the word I'm hearing a lot.
No, I am. I feel like we can get. I'm hoping we can get a result. I mean, I don't know why, because Liverpool, every time we've gone there, the last 5 games, Liverpool scored 3 or more goals against us. But
just our form has been refreshing. That's what it is.
Exactly that. I think that's what. That's for me. That's what. What's the face about? For me, I'm optimistic. James,
I hate myself because I'm caught up in this optimism too. I'm also like, I have this hot, like, weird feeling we could do something, but the thing that's kind of that's Arsenal at their worst. That is Arsenal at their worst. So when almost there's an expectation, there's a right, we've climbed a level now, let's see us build on it. The last 5-10 years, however long it's been, I've seen us often fall at a hurdle. I've seen Arsenal at their best. When people write us off, people expect nothing. So we'll see, and we'll go into the numbers and all that, because there's some interesting stuff around Liverpool. But I am optimistic. I can't lie. I'm hopeful we can do something.
No, I get what you mean, because I'm not fool to think a 10-game, streak without a loss is an indication that we've turned a corner. I remember the Emery 21-22 game unbeaten streak, and there's been times under Wenger, in his latter stages where we look at the year Leicester won the league title. Up until March, we thought we were still in it. So there's been periods there where we think Arsenal are just about to come back to something we remember, like from the good.
Something we saw here.
Exactly, something we saw here, hence why we're here. But what can we do as fans but support when we see something like this? When we see a fresh 11, when we see no Mustafis, no Holdings, no Bellerins, no clowns of the past, in my opinion.
And that's it. And we're going to Liverpool with a team that isn't, riddled with mistakes and has a past of just pain. Just like you're going there thinking we've seen it before. It's probably going to happen again. When we went to the Etihad not long ago, a couple of months ago, we saw a back three that was made of that, and I know they're still at the club and they have my undivided support and all that, but we kind of knew what we were probably going to get, and it transpired that way. So this is why this is such a massive test. We went to Leicester, a team we consider probably above us, but in and around our level, let's say.
Well, definitely last couple of years.
Right. If you're putting teams in brackets, you say we're in that same bracket as them, but Liverpool are different.
Different going into the season, 100%. Leicester's, Everton's, Tottenham's, West Ham. That's the bracket I would put us
where
in.
we are. Right now.
But at the moment, sitting in 5th position, only West Ham of those teams are above us. We're sitting pretty, 2 points behind Liverpool in 4th. What do you make of the league table, Cecil? Some people use the league table, as an indication of progress. Some people will use the league table as an indication that, we're only there because of other teams' failures, like a Man United per se, or a Leicester. What do you make of it? Do you think we deserve the position we're in?
Yeah, no, I think we definitely deserve the position we're in currently, obviously off the back of 10 games unbeaten. I think when Edu came out and spoke about there's not really a goal, we don't really mind where we finish this season. Angered a lot of fans, myself included, and I know Lee spoke about it as well when I spoke with him for Answer Fans. He said, at the time it sounded bad, but right now, it's not too much of a bad thing that he said, because there's no pressure now on the youngsters to get, top 4, top 6. There's no pressure for that. So I think where we're staying right now, sitting in 5th, and if we get a result at Liverpool, it'll be absolute scenes. I think that I do look at the Premier League table regularly now. I didn't towards the start of the season. But
can you? When you start the season with 3 losses, no goals scored. Who wants to look at the league table?
Exactly, but I think now that the upturn in form is, I think it's given us a bit more spirit, and again, this optimism that we have for this Liverpool game is unheard of, really. So
it's a weird one, because it's like, look at the league table after you beat Watford, because we're going to the international break, we've had a really good run and we should enjoy it. I'd almost say don't look at it if we kind of get a point at Liverpool or whatever, because we might drop down, but I don't think we'll almost drop down the table. But the indication from that game is progression. 1 point actually
secures our 5th spot, because United are 3 points behind us. So 1 point actually secures that 5th spot.
What about goal difference?
Well, goal difference, I think
Liverpool did us a favour with that.
It's slightly better, but regardless, if we lose and United win, then it's same points, goal difference.
But it's still early though. It's still early.
We might fall further behind West Ham.
True.
And so the league table will look worse, but getting something at Liverpool is a bigger sign of progression than anything we've seen the last 10 games.
100%.
So I think that's where I say you almost got to pick and choose the right moments to be looking at it. But it absolutely matters. But where I also think it's slightly, this is what I'm going to talk about the Liverpool numbers now, because where it's slightly misleading is we're 2 points off Liverpool. it makes it sound we're thereabouts. We're not, and that's why I'm going to be a little bit critical. Not critical. Maybe a little bit harsh on this Arsenal team now, because if you look at some of the numbers going into this season, going into this game, they've played 17 games to our 14. We've scored 24 goals in those 14 games. They've scored 49 goals. That includes 2 games against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. That includes Chelsea. That includes Man City. They've scored 49 goals this season. That is like I was counting them. I was going, that's another 3. That's another 3. Oh, that's another 3. Oh, 5 at Old Trafford. That's they lost at West Ham and still scored 2.
Yeah.
Like Mo Salah's unbelievable. I know you want to talk about that a little bit more.
Just quickly, so on that as well, the 49 goals as well. In the leagues, 31. I spoke about it before. 31 goals in the league from that Liverpool side, and across the time span of the game, it's spread throughout. So it can be at any minute. There's no they score more in the first half.
They start well, they drop off second half.
There's none of that.
No, they're
evenly
relentless.
spread.
We're going to break this. I'm going to break this down more in the build-up. I know you guys are going to Liverpool, but I think we need to analyse them a little bit better going into the game.
Yeah.
They've conceded 16 goals. They've won 12 and drawn 4. And the 4 draws in the league, 1 defeat. So that's 5 games out of 11 they've not won. Yeah, that is signs for encouragement, that for all the goals they score, they score 3 at Brentford, they didn't win. So there are signs there that this is a more wounded Liverpool, but their goal rate's unbelievable.
On that question, on that statement, wounded Liverpool, obviously the last 2 Premier League games are in and around a very good win against Atletico Madrid. But Brighton 2-2 and West Ham 3-2. It's not often Liverpool go 2-3 games without a win. So is the wounded animal something to make us optimistic, or is it something to worry about? That's where I struggle to
I think worry.
We get caught up in this whole it's a reason to worry. I can't imagine Anfield under the lights, and Liverpool going to be less up for it. If you could say if they'd won those 2 games, well, they're in great form, they're confident, whatever.
That's
so I think
true,
either way, you're going to get the Liverpool you're going to get. What Arsenal have is that almost that sense of we're going against a side that just dropped a 2-goal lead at home to Brighton, and went 3-1 down to West Ham. I didn't look good in that game.
Yeah.
So I think there are, again, this all feeds into the optimism. It's why we're all feeling the way we're feeling.
Yeah.
But it's still Liverpool. It's still 49 goals already. What is it, November?
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That is actually crazy. And I want to speak.
On course for 150,
I'm the
200
best player
goals.
in the world at the moment.
Right now, and I want to speak about that side as well. I want to talk about Mo Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. The player with the most in the Liverpool side, we've got the numbers coming up here. So obviously Salah's got the most at Liverpool, 10 goals, most goals, 10. Most assists as well, which is quite surprising for a striker this early on as well.
Most dribbles.
With 7, and most dribbles attempted with 45. Trent Alexander-Arnold, crosses attempted, 78. 78.
That shows how important the fullbacks are. Not just him, but Robertson too.
That
shows how important. Listen, the Thomas Partey, that's a big one coming in, no injury, and he can slot in, and that's big for us because if we're going to get anything from this game, we have to get it from the middle of the park.
Right.
Yeah,
I think their fullbacks are too efficient and they're too consistent. And I know Robertson might not be in there, but Tsimikas in bit parts this season has shown himself, not only defensively but on the attacking front too. So I think fullback-wise, we need to do our very best to contain them, but there's only a limit to that, especially when you're playing away from home. What we have to do is make a cause for concern in the middle of the park. A cause for concern that maybe pins the fullbacks back a bit. A cause for concern that maybe limits their opportunities up front. Because they're going to do what they do. They always do it. It's been, 3 years now?
Exactly. On the last point there was interceptions. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the most there was 17 as well. Like you just said, their fullbacks are so efficient and so key to their play. That right side, Salah and Trent, the numbers speak for themselves.
Look at the left side, Robertson.
I know. I'm not too.
Look at the middle. Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Viotta up front.
But I'm saying most of that side is where we're going to. I'm going to be fearful of, and I'm sure the 11s are going to kind of decide a lot of what we're going to go with really for that as well.
Yeah. Should we go into team news and pick our 11s? Because this has been a real discussion across the whole international break.
Right.
It looked like they were going to be missing a load of players. Now suddenly we're questioning some of ours. Let me get what I can. I think Liverpool and Klopp and Arteta and Arsenal, they're being very cryptic about it, as you'd expect going into this kind of game. But from what we know, Sadio Mane's fit. Klopp described him as fine. Basically said he's okay, you know. But he described, I don't know what injury he's got. He said he's still in pain, but he's fine. I thought, okay, fair enough. Robertson's a doubt, Henderson's a 50-50, and then Keita and Milner are both unlikely.
Robertson's a doubt, no?
Yeah, but Tsimikas is a good replacement.
He's
it's like Tierney and Tavares at the moment. You'll be happy with either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a little bit that.
Yeah.
Big debate.
But I spoke to Grizz on Box to Box, and Grizz said, listen, Robertson's 50-50, but I wouldn't risk him because Tsimikas has been on form this season.
Yeah.
So it's similar to how we look at Tierney and say, we're not point risking him when Tavares is doing well.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
Arsenal team news, we know Xhaka's out, Kolasinac is out, so we obviously wish him well. He sustained the injury in the international break. Partey and Aubameyang, though, I've put them down as fit on this graphic. I think they are fit. I know Arteta's being cryptic, we're going to have to do tests, we're going to have to see, but reporters are saying that they're both fit, they came back, no problems.
That's Oba as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's interesting because I picked my team with Oba being a doubt in mind.
Okay.
Let me go straight.
Yeah, you run it.
Let me pull mine out. All right, cool.
You run it.
So I've gone with something different in terms of formation. I've gone with a 4-5-1. Obviously, we're playing Liverpool away.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to counter what they can potentially bring.
Wing is a bit deeper then, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and a bit more flexible. So as I go through the team, I'll explain. Ramsdale in goal, easy. The back four, pretty much the back four that we've been predicting for the past however many weeks. That's Tomiyasu right back, Ben White, Gabriel, and Kieran Tierney as left back.
Okay.
And the reason I got Kieran Tierney back in as left back is because I'm putting Tavares on the left side. So I'm going 4-5-1. And
I'm smiling because I know what Cecil's going to bring.
Go on. So the five I've got is Partey, Lokonga, and Smith Rowe central.
Okay.
Saka on the right, and Tavares on the left.
Okay, wow.
And I see a bit of fluidity there.
Fine.
I see two left-sided, defensive-minded players in Tierney and Tavares.
Yeah, fair.
And I think what we just talked about with Trent and Salah on that side, I think
you
that's
have to
important.
double up.
I'll put Emile Smith-Rowe in the central, but covering that side too.
I guess could go to a back three if you wanted. If you wanted Tierney to go to the back, okay.
Or if Tomiyasu comes up from Tavares slots in and Tierney becomes the left-sided centre back. There's a few options there that we can play with.
I've got an option.
And it's like throwing a spanner in the works. And I'd put Lacazette up top. I'd put Lacazette up top.
You said about
one.
Do you want to come on tactical insight? I think you got a bit to offer there.
Yeah, no, it's not bad,
It's not bad. It's not bad 11 to be fair.
Graham, I'm coming for your role, mate.
You've been sitting there with your notes, kind of plotting, and okay, all right.
I had a couple of weeks to think about it, and I thought I'm optimistic
like
about it. And listen, I go into these games, especially the last few years, knowing what's to come.
Yeah.
This time round, I'm optimistic. I still feel like the task is too great for us. But with that optimism comes a bit of belief, and that belief has to be shown in.
Yeah, I like this optimistic Turkish. I like this energy.
This is all I want from the club.
Nice.
People want to draw out old tweets and people want to draw out old statements and interviews and all that. Listen, prove me wrong, Arsenal. That's all I want. Prove me wrong. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to change with that. If Arsenal stop and continue proving me wrong, I'm going to be a lot more optimistic. I'm going to believe a lot more. I might lose myself a lot more. Because of the decline over how many years, it's been so vast and so deep, it's still in the back of my mind.
Where do Arsenal win it for you in your 11?
Middle.
In the
middle.
Okay, cool.
It has to be middle.
Okay.
I think Tierney and Tavares on that side will be important, but I don't think they'll be the stars. But I think the left side will be important for us. But middle is where we can get control of the game.
Right.
Sure.
For maybe 20 minutes. It's hard to get control.
This guy is good. I can't lie. I'll give you a good one today.
I'm going to jump in because I've got the same back five as in Ramsdale in the back four, Tierney for Tavares. Let's give Tierney some respect. He's still a top fullback. He's not having his best season. Now he's had a few injuries, but he's superb and he starts for me. I've gone, I think Lokonga's been terrific, as is Tavares, as is Aubameyang in terms of work rate. But none of them start for me. Partey and Elneny. The reason I'm doing it, I think we want this game to just be a little safe and a little boring. I don't think we want it to be as inexperienced in terms of. I just think when I heard Maitland-Niles was the third youngest player in that Watford game, I thought, I don't know if that's going to fly against Liverpool. Then again, I don't know.
I agree with you.
I don't know then again if my 11 really changes much of that. But I'm bringing Elneny alongside Partey, and I also hope it will allow Partey to just influence the game. I think he instinctively will feel he needs to. He's done it before there for Atletico. So Partey alongside Elneny. Saka, I'm bringing Ødegaard back in.
Yeah, that was a question. Because he works hard defensively
Work
as well.
rate, and if there's going to be a moment of magic, and I don't think Liverpool are going to give you many, I just saw players like Trossard just having a good time of it for Brighton. I thought, let's get our silky, let's get our flair players, let's get our on-the-ball players, because I think we can make them work. I think we can cause them issues.
Now, on that point,
would you not put Pepe in for that reason though, or not?
Too risky against Liverpool, I'd say.
Because that's a flair player, the man of moments. I mean, this is the argument we have.
You have got me thinking.
Pepe needs a few chances to get, over the line, and I don't think Liverpool give that many chances up.
I think, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with
it.
Smith Rowe on the left and Lacazette up front because of his work rate and what he does and all that. So, yeah, but you got me thinking about Pepe there on the left and Smith Rowe the 10. Yeah. So I would be as happy with that 11. Go on, what have you got? Because I know this is...
Look at you.
Brace yourselves, guys.
Just okay.
Strap in.
Going for a 5-3-2. A bit more defensively formation for this one. Ramsey in goal. Left wing back, Tierney. Gabriel, the left centre back. Ben White in the middle of the three. Tomiyasu on the right centre back. And then Tavares goes on the right wing back. Yes, it's different. He's played there before. He's played there 5 times.
I'm smiling, but that actually does make sense. He has
played there before. He's played there 5 times. Yeah, he came
Yeah.
on against, I forgot what team it was, but it was for Callum Chambers. He came on a field in.
About that, yeah, is you put him on the right side, and yes, we know he's both-footed, but his stronger foot is his left. So when Mane cuts in, he's going to be on his strong side, Tavares. So that could be a good shout.
And you've got Tomiyasu there supporting him as well. And Tomiyasu's not a joke. Like, I haven't seen many players get past him at all.
Mane would be cutting into Tavares on his strong side and Tomiyasu on
it.
And
Bro.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
That's a good shout. For my reasoning for this, you got to suffocate both sides. Mainly, obviously, down the right is where Liverpool are dangerous. That's why I've got Tierney and Gabriel there. That is solid. Like, come on, you can't complain with that. 3 in the midfield. This is where it's a bit iffy. Partey defensive midfield with Emile Smith-Rowe to left of him and Saka. Now, this is where it's a difficult one because, like you said, we should be able to win it in the midfield with your formation. 100%, and I agree with that. This one is quite attacking thinking, and I think Partey can get overrun in the midfield when he's by himself. But hopefully Arteta can go with, like, I need you guys to be disciplined in this game. Smith-Rowe, Saka just sitting for me, and then lastly the 2 up top, Lacazette and Aubameyang. We know Aubameyang's fit. I think it's not fair to drop either of them. More will be 1-1, but for this it's 2.
It's a difficult one because I like my lineup. I like your lineup. I actually like your lineup too. I think it's difficult to know what will work against Liverpool. I think we've just got to go there open-minded, see what Arteta does.
Need a bit of luck.
And I think not be too critical about what Arteta puts out there.
Right.
I think in terms of Liverpool away, you need to structure yourself in the best possible manner to dilute and nullify their attacking threats. Now, in games in the past against Liverpool, Man City under Arteta, people have said we've been boring, but that's what we have to be at the moment.
100%.
And I still believe after that 10-game streak without a loss, we still have to go in with that mentality. I don't think we've turned the corner yet where we can go in and be a bit too attacking in the middle. So that's where I'd probably disagree there. But
okay, what do we not want from this game? We just don't want to get, am I being right, not get battered?
I think, I think what do we want is easier for me, and what do I want is performance.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean a result too. Performance means be competitive.
Yeah, be competitive.
Be in there in the last 10 minutes, give us some hope.
Work them hard, cause them problems, have some chances, see if we get a result out of it. Sounds pessimistic.
And just quickly on the 11s, can I just say West Ham and Brighton deployed a 4-2-3-1, which we're normally used to. I know we've been playing 4-4-2, but they to get their results, it was a 4-2-3-1. So we might, not that we're overthinking it, but I think we've all gone in the mindset of let's kind of protect.
4-2-3-1.
Oh, so it's sugar. Okay, well, James went to say, we went for a bit something different. All right,
yeah,
cool, all right.
Let's see what Arteta does. That's the main thing. Let's see what Arteta does and we'll see what the team do.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
People, let us know your lineups in the comment section below. Actually, is it prediction time as well?
Oh, predictions.
Actually, let us know your predictions too, and we're going to do ours right now.
Oh, sugar.
I said 1-1 on Forever Arsenal, so I'll stick with it.
Sticking with
I'm
that.
being positive, apparently.
Go on.
I'm going 2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind the last 2 losses I predicted, we've won those games
Okay.
against Leicester and Aston Villa.
Didn't you change that though in the last game or not?
Well, I predicted a win against Watford and we won against Watford, so...
Okay, so it's just, the omens can change, but I'm going to go over 0-0. And we're going, so I don't want to see a 0-0, we're going.
I'll take a 0-0.
Right.
You ain't been on the route back to
Ramsdale,
5-1s, mate. I'd much rather drive back 4 hours 0-0, knowing we've gained a point and stay in 5th place.
Okay, so I'm going 0-0. That's a very good point, actually. Okay, cool. So 0-0 for me.
So 0-0, 1-1 and 2-1, and hopefully that omen kicks in.
Yeah.
Now you can let us know your lineups and predictions in the comment section below, people. As always, love for the love. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out. Come on, Arsenal. Big game. Let's do this.
Come on. This video is sponsored by Ultimate Fan, a place where you can open packs, build a team, and win prizes weekly. Now, once you sign up, you get a free base pack every week, a few players, a few bonuses, or you can get the silver pack for $2.99 a month, where you get better players, more in form and other bonuses, or for lastly, the gold packs, yeah? $4.99 a month, you get guaranteed 2 gold cards and 1 silver card. That's what I'm on, because you know me, I'm competitive, I like to win. Let's see what I've got for this week's fixture. My gold pack, I love this bit. Pogba and Danny Rose. Danny Rose is a silver card in my gold pack, but that's fine, he's not gonna go on my side. Come on, Grealish, yes! So that's it. You've seen the players I've got from my packs for this week's fixtures. Now you can come and get involved, and make sure you check out this promo to find out more.
Not playing Ultimate Fan? A mix between FBL and FIFA Ultimate Team? You need to get involved.
Each week there is a big prize pool to be won during all of the weekend Premier League matches.
Choose 7 cards from your maximum 24-man squad and let your players and team do the rest.
Claim your weekly pack drop, select your squad and rack up as many points as you can to be in with a chance of claiming a share of the prize.
And don't forget to subscribe and enhance your chance of being victorious with access to UF Plus, which outlines behind-the-scenes stats, most popular player picks, injury news and podcasts across the week.
There is also a free card to be won with Ultimate Fan Clash every single week, with all players entered into a mini league of 5 and the winner being awarded an additional card to add to their squad in the Tuesday pack drop.
Be sure to check out our Ultimate Fan squad selections every Wednesday on AFTV and see who we pick ahead of the upcoming game week.
You must be 18 plus to play and T&Cs apply. Head over to ultimatefan.com or click the link below for more details.